All right, and hi. Okay. Hi. Let me say hi.
Hello.
All right, so happy 4th of July, and today the video is titled "Interview with an Erudite," and we're both very introverted, so we're not going to be doing anything for 4th of July other than what we normally do, except for we may have some burgers, but we're not doing a cookout or anything like that. We're both very introverted. Our kids are more extroverted, but we're not so much. So we try to have a healthy balance. But today is rainy, so introverts win. So it got board games, playing the piano, painting, arts and crafts, stuff that you do inside. That's it. Maybe sit on the porch for a little bit, watch the rain, and that's it. I stole this flower from the garden outside the house. We rent a house, a very beautiful house, and the landlord planted daylilies, and one of them fell off, and I just stole it. I know that doesn't make any sense. It's just, but I never really had a house that had this much yard, and I don't really know much of what to do with it. But not to drag on, this is an interview with an erudite. So, your name?
Anthony.
Yeah, and it's my future husband, and I just wanted to interview him. I always find myself asking questions because he's very much introverted. We took the MBTI test several years ago, when we first started dating, and he was a INFJ, that's what it was showing that he was, but very much on the introverted side. I'm more so an ambivert. I don't know if people still believe in that or not, if that's still a thing, but regardless, I just know that when I took the MBTI test, I tested as an INFP, and it was 43% introverted, and then the rest was extroverted. So very much kind of in the middle, where yours was more far leaning into introversion. Yeah.
Yep.
So can you pass me the Picasso book? And if you guys see Xena Warrior Princess in the back, that's because that's what's on TV right now. So anyway, I have my little questions here, my handy dandy notebook, but is there anything off the top that you like to share, or you just want to get into the interview?
We can just go right to it.
Okay, so what is an erudite? Am I even saying it right?
Yeah, I think so. Someone who's very much learned in something, someone kind of scholarly and whatnot.
Should we turn Xena off?
That's up to you.
Can you pass me the remote? Okay. All right. There you go. So, what books are on your top 10 list? Or if you have 5 books, I see that you got some books there. Did you want to share what you have? Some of the favorite books that you read? He reads books cover to cover. And I like picture books.
This one is Fundamentals of Musical Composition by Arnold Schoenberg. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. And who is this guy?
He came up with the whole 12-tone thing. Atonal music. It's not based around the central tone much of the time. Oftentimes sounds very dissonant. But yeah, he wrote books on music. That one's on composition. I have another one called The Theory of Harmony.
Okay. And what other book do you have?
Sefer Yetzirah.
Okay.
I've always had an interest in the Kabbalah and Jewish mysticism in general. This book is I guess, gave rise to Kabbalah. I guess the first true Kabbalistic text is the Bahir. But yeah, it's got a lot of interesting stuff in it. It's like a commentary on the first chapter of Genesis.
Oh, nice. Okay. I looked into this book a little bit, but I had a hard time understanding some of the things. But it says the Book of Creation, so it's a very fascinating book. You know, like if you're into Jewish mysticism, then you should read this book if you haven't. That's what I'm gonna say, right? All right. What's the next book?
The Nag Hammadi scriptures.
Okay, and that's Gnostic writings,
Yeah.
and I have looked into some of this, but yeah, very difficult to understand for me. So he has to explain a lot, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, this just goes into, you know, what you're into, Sophia and whatnot.
Yeah.
It gives you a whole different outlook to consider on things.
I learned about Sophia when I was studying psychology in college, and I took women and gender studies, and we went into female deities, and Sophia was one of the ones that was associated with Judaism and Christianity. More so Christianity. The other deity that was associated with Judaism was Asherah, but the deity associated with Christianity was Sophia. So I kind of went into learning about her, and then went off. I didn't really get too much into it. I just looked into her, and I didn't really go. I have to go back and look more into Gnosticism, but yeah.
Yeah, eons. It's all about the cycles of eons and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is Gates of Light.
Is that the Shabtai?
Oh no,
Okay.
this Rabbi Joseph Gikatilla. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
But the Ari said that this book is a key to all of Kabbalah. So,
And
as someone with interest in it, I just thought I'd get it, you know, and understand what I can.
Okay, and now this book I've heard a lot of, so you can go ahead and get into that one.
Greek Magical Papyri.
I think that's pretty popular of a book. I haven't read it yet. I just hear a lot of things about it in the spiritual, esoteric communities. So.
Yeah. Well, my interest in it is because I've always been fascinated with the Egyptians, and as far as I know, these are remnants of what the Hellenic priests in Egypt used to deal with.
Okay.
So this is, you know, I guess among the last of their stuff that we can access.
All right. So the next thing is, do I have like flower pollen on my face?
No.
So the next thing is, what was it like? Oh, where were you born?
Washington, D.C.
Okay. And what was it like being a teen living in D.C.? You told me that you lived in the Blair, so how was that?
It was cool. I got to be around. I was in a diverse community. Got to expose to various cultures. It was cool.
And when was this? Like what year?
I mean, I graduated high school in 2002, so this would be like, well, I lived in the Blairs for most of my childhood. I went from Chevy Chase to Silver Spring.
So what year did you live in? What years did you live in the Blairs?
I think between like the ages of 8 or 9 and early 20s.
Okay, and you had your own apartment, like in the Blairs. How was that? Like as an 18-year-old, you know, like How was it? Because when I was 18, like I didn't move out until I was in college, and I went to college at 18, but I had a room and a roommate, you know. So like you had the luxury of having an apartment at that age. How was that? Like, what did you do every day? What did your day to day look like? Did you fill your house up with books?
Yeah, lots of books. I pretty much, that was more time for me to read and practice music. It became the hangout spot for some people until I got tired of that. But
how did you decorate your place?
kind of like a fun house. I had like the haunted house, sort of like really gothic. I had lots of swords. Yeah, I just.
You can play piano, right?
Yeah, a little
Can
bit.
you play a little bit? Just something quick, something that like most of us normal people can't do. I like to play piano, but I freehand. I don't have the training that you have.
Well, I don't have that much training on it.
Is that something you made?
Yep.
Okay, get back here. Get back into the frame, sir. Okay, so then let me just have me a drink, and then we'll get back started on the other questions. Okay, so next question. Who inspired you to play guitar? You play guitar, so who inspired you?
Kiss. I was already thinking about playing guitar, but listening to Kiss made me actually do it.
Okay. And when did you realize your family